They called him. I can work. He working night. I ain't mad at him, bro. With all the defense on the fly. Hey, you take the one playing the highest money. You told him don't accept it. Well, I guess okay. Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to another Covington Reds 16U baseball game. This is EGN Sports bringing you live the C16U Covington Reds versus the Walton Misfits. We out here in the finals of the Titan tournaments here in Winder, Georgia, folks. Want to thank you for tuning in to the live broadcast as we start off the game today. They're starting a little bit early today, so we have to bring it to you early when they bring it. Number 4, Kenneth Bryant's on the hill for our Covington Reds 16U squad. His first pitch of the day goes high, and he'll start off behind in the count 1-0. Once again, folks, I'll go over the infield and outfield as the play goes along. Typically, it's our regulars there out there on the field as we got Lewis Chaney on first base, got Sage Lovelace on second base. We got J-Man on shortstop, Cameron Scott on third, Caden Ferenz in left field, Gabriel White in center, and Chase Earwood in right. And second pitch of the game, swung on a miss by the batters, so now Kenneth even up the count at 1-1. It is a beautiful, beautiful, bright, sunny day here in Winder, as always, for all summer. It's been hot, a little muggy, not too bad, but it is definitely hot. Next pitch down hits the outside corner, but just misses it barely. And Kenneth will start off behind in the count, 2-1. We're in our dark black jerseys today. They have black shirts but white bottoms. Swinging a miss by the batter as Kenneth even up the count at 2-2. So Kenneth right where he needs to be here with the first batter as he evens up the count at 2-2. No outs here in the top of the first. Once again, we're playing the Walton Misfits here in Winder, Georgia, in the first game of a double hitter for us today. The count will go even at 3-2. We're having a double hitter. It's back-to-back, so we'll take about a 15-minute break after the first game, and then stay tuned, stay in your chairs right in front of your TVs in your living room, and you'll be able to watch the second game as well. That one misses outside, so he'll start off with the first batter being walked. Missed that outside corner just by a bit. So they'll get their first batter of the day on base. So now there's a man on first, no outs here in the top of the first inning. And Kenneth Bryant goes back to work. Coach Lovelace shouting out his instructions to the squad. Oh, Lewis Cheney decides to call a timeout, comes back in, wants to make sure we all on the same page, gives a conversation to Kenneth Bryant on the mound, make sure we all on the same page. It is smoking hot. As you can see in your deep rear back of your screen, you see Gabriel White trying to fan himself out. So on these hot days, the best thing to do for your defense is to try to get them out 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, they've already got their first batter on base, so now we have to work on maybe getting a possible double play here. Kenneth Bryant goes back to work here. And the pitch. Low and outside, misses the outside corner. Once again, Kenneth start off behind in the count, 1-0. Got to make sure you have your ice, folks, because it's a definitely hot day. That ice is melting faster than you can put it in the cooler or even take it out. Swung on and hit out to right center field. Looks like Chase Yearwood is out there. He makes the catch, and he fires it into second base, and that'll be our first out of the inning. So great job over there by Chase Yearwood as he'll get our first out of the day. So, all right, there's one out here in the top of the first inning. Our Covington Reds just got our first out of the inning as Mr. Kenneth Bryant goes back to work. First pitch of the at-bat is a little high, and he'll start off behind in the count, 1-0. This is the finals of the Titan tournaments for this summer season. Our boys have played extremely well. We're trying to continue our winning ways here throughout the tournament. That one's bounced in there low and outside, and the count will go to 2-0 here on Kenneth Bryant being behind in the count. And the pitch. That one's high and outside, so 3 straight balls here by Kenneth. And he'll fall behind the count. So batter's count right here with Kenneth being behind 3-0. There is one out here in the top of the first. They do have a man on first base. Kenneth takes a peek over at the first base runner and delivers the pitch. As the runner takes off, he flies down to second base. He was going to be safe anyway because the batter took a walk anyway. So Kenneth walks the second batter, so now there's a man on first and second with one out here in the top of the first inning. Kenneth Bryant goes back to work. And the pitch. That one goes high. Sails a little bit on Kenneth. Now he's behind in the count, 1-0. Timeout. As we go back to play, it looks like I got one side off and got to get the other side taken care of. So the pitch, that one's high as well. So now we fall behind the count, 2-0. Pitcher looks at second base, delivers the pitch. That one's low as well. So having a little problems with location here to start off the at-bat here for Kenneth Bryant as the count goes to 3-0. One out man on first and second here in the top of the first inning. Blistering hot conditions here in Winder at the finals of the Titan tournament. Oh, right down the middle. He actually cut the high outside corner. Great pitch there by Kenneth Bryant, and it takes the count to 3-1. So once again, I want to take everybody That one goes out to left field, out center field. Gabriel White retreats it, comes back. He tosses in the second base. We almost doubled him off, but great job by Gabe. He was leaning over to the right hand side, but made a heck of a bead back to the left side and was able to make that deep fly out to center field. So great job. That looked like it was about to be ugly, but Gabe saved the day on that one. So that'll give us 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Kenneth Bryant goes back to work. His defense behind him is working real well. So all he has to do is put it across the plate. We're going to be fine today as he goes back to work. And the pitch, nice pitch right there, hit down the third base line. Oh, my goodness. That's a rare sighting right there as the ball goes past Cam Scott on third base. That's the sure-handed Cam over there. He normally makes that play with ease, but unfortunately was able to get underneath his glove. So a single loads up the bases here for the Walton Misfits. And we're going back to pitching. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Batter fights at it, and the referee umpire does not give us the call. So once again, Kenneth Bryant will start off behind the count 1-0. Kenneth goes back to work. Bases are loaded here. Huge at bat right here. As that one goes high. It is a tall batter, but his strike zone is not as tall as Kenneth threw that high fastball. Count goes to 2-0. Nowhere to put this young man, so we got to go directly at him here as the bases are loaded here in the top of the first with no. Oh, that's 3 straight balls. So find ourselves in a predicament as Coach Lovelace comes out, gives some instruction to Kenneth Bryant. Just want to make sure he's okay. Look like he might be rushed a little bit, but hey, he's going to get it back together. Three balls, no strikes here, 2 outs here in the top of the first. They got bases loaded. Critical at bat right here as Kenneth goes back to work. And he fakes the throw over the first. Coach Lovelace calls times out and brings his infield in so they can make sure that the defensive strategy is right on point. We'll be right back. All right, folks, so nowhere to put this young man with 3 balls, no strikes here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Bases loaded. Walton Misfits basically loaded up the bases. Had a couple of walks here, and the last batter was able to get on first base. So huge at bat here as we have no place to put this young man. So Ken's going to have to come up with some pretty good pitches, hopefully right across the plate, and then he'll let his infield and outfield do the work. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live broadcast. It's been an outstanding season, and it's been a great way to culminate the season here as we've come into the last tournament from Titan here. Not our last tournament, but the actual sponsors tournament culminates here in Winder, Georgia. All right, Kenneth Bryant, nowhere to put this man. Got to come right down the middle with this pitch as he tosses one over the first. Oh! All right, that looked pretty good right there. I mean, he got him on the back tap, so they're going to have a conversation about that one because the kid on first base actually thought that the ball, he was ahead of the ball. He took his last step. By the time he did that, Lewis Cheney actually touched him on the back. So they definitely having the conversation. Oh, they're going to call it safe, but I believe he was not paying attention. So Blue let himself off the hook with that one. All right, so we go back to work here. We had a nice little pickoff there. That would have got us out the inning, but now we got to go back to work on the batter here with 3 balls, no strikes here in the top of the first. Bases are loaded. Nowhere to put this young man. And Kenneth Bryant finds his first critical situation here with our Covington Reds 16U squad. Batter steps back in the batter's box. Kenneth Bryant peeps down the first base line, sees Lewis over there, the runner on second, runner on third, and here's the pitch. Oh, that one's high, so we walk our third batter of the inning, and we walk a run in. So now one of the hitters for Walton Misfits, who's familiar to our Covington Reds, steps into the batter's box with bases loaded. That one hits low and outside. So once again, Kenneth will start off behind in the count 1-0. So we're already getting up right now and sending somebody down to the bullpen to get somebody warm as Kenneth Bryant chills trying to find that strike zone. Count is 1-0 with 2 outs. We've given up 1 run off of walks. That one's high and outside, so not able to find this strike zone. Kenneth Bryant having a little tough time here on the mound. It's a hot day, folks, so it's not a lot of doubt in between pitches. So he's gonna have to just suck it up a little bit and see if he can keep bringing it. And the pitch, that one goes high as well. So 3-0 here. Once again, nowhere to put this young man. If we walk him again, we're gonna have another run scored. So they already got 1 run here on the scoreboard. So we do have somebody up in the bullpen throwing. Let's see if O'Ken can straighten it out and put a strike right there across the plate. He loses that one again, so his control is just totally in disarray right now, and it looks like Coach Lovelace is going to have to make a change. All right, so our Covington Red 16U squad has a pitching change as Rylan Ride Dog McCoy steps to the mound. We need 1 out here as we have 2 outs here in the top of the first, but they do have bases loaded. So critical time to put Rylan McCoy in. Let's see if the Ride Dog can come in here and make something happen for us. 2 outs, folks. Top of the first inning. Misfits have put 2 on the board based on our walks. And the pitch, that one bounces in there slow, bounces back to the fence. They decide not to go home. So Rylan to start off behind in the count 1-0. Rylan McCoy makes it back to the hill and delivers the next pitch. That one. So his first 2 pitches go ball for him. So now he's behind in the count 2-0. Blistering hot day once again here in Winder, Georgia. Bases loaded here for Rylan McCoy. He's behind 2-0. Nice pitch right there as the runner fouls it off to his home side dugout. And now Rylan's getting back in the count as the count goes to 2-1. Ryan loads up again. And the pitch. Oh, that was a nice pitch, but a little bit low, so he counts it 3-1. So big pitch here for Ryland as he's trying to get us out of here. 3-1 is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. They've already had 2 runs come across the plate. Trying to put a Band-Aid on some of this damage we've created for us. Oh, nice pitch high and inside, and that'll catch that inside corner. So now the count will go to 3-2. So Ryland can do himself and us a really good job if he can go ahead and put one right past him right here so we can get out of this inning, get our fielders into that dugout. 3-2, big pitch right here for Ryland. Oh, that one's low, and that's going to walk another run in. So now they got 3 runs that we've given up already here in the top of the first inning. So not a great way for our Covington Reds 16U squad to start off, and we're going to have to fight our way out of it. All right, Riley McCoy going back. Had a couple good pitches there. He actually got the count full. Now he'll start off with an even count. He runs right down the middle, swinging a miss there on the batter. So he starts off this batter ahead in the count, 0-1. Trying to get that elusive third out here. That top of the first inning has been pretty brutal for us here as we trail on the scoreboard 3-0. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch again as he gets the batter to swing and miss. So it looks like Ryland's back on his strikeout or throwing strike ways as he's ahead in the count 0-2. We have 2 outs, so this is going to be another huge pitch for us. If Ryland go ahead and blow another one by him so we can get out of this inning. Everybody's in place. Ryland throws another. A little bit low, bounced a little bit low. Nice pitch though by Brian. He tried to get him to reach down for it. Batter decided not to go for it, but the count is still 1-2 here in the top of the first. Ryland takes a look down the strike zone and delivers a pitch. Oh, nice pitch by Ryder, and he gets us out of the inning. So Rydal comes in and does his job. He only gives up 1 walk. We gave up 1 run, so now they're heading the count 3-0. But we're headed to the bottom of the first inning, and we'll give our athletes a chance to swing the bat and get us back in this game. So great job there by Wyland to get us out the inning. All right, folks, we make it here to the bottom of the first inning. We trail on the scoreboard 3-0 to the Walton Misfits. We had a walkathon given up to the Walton Misfits, and they were able to put 3 across the plate. Now we get a chance to get up, and we're going to swing the batters. We're going to start off with number 6, Jay Coleman. Jay Coleman, J-Man, Jay Colbert, the man who basically put one over the fence in the championship of last week's game. He steps into the batter's box with number 3, Jace Yearwood, sitting on deck. Big tall pitcher here on the mound for them. That ball is high and inside, so J-Man finds himself ahead in the count 1-0. First batter of the at-bat here for our Covington Reds. Ooh, that's high as well, so that's puts J-Man ahead in the count 2-0. So hopefully we can put up those same winning scoring ways just like they did to us last inning. We gave them a lot, and that inning, hopefully we can take some back. Swung on and foul tip. J-Man didn't like that one, but he did check swing and actually caught a piece of it. Foul tipped it back to the backstop, and now he'll be still ahead in the count 2-1. All right, the count is 2-1 here on J-Man. First batter of the at-bat as he leads off our Covington Reds 16U. That one's hit down to first base. He picks it up. Oh, he bobbles it. He doesn't know where the ball is. J-Man makes it on down to first base. So, hey, we'll take a little error to get us on base. So we'll start off with our leadoff batter getting on base as J-Man was able to smack a hard ground ball down to first base. So we'll get our first batter, which is always great, folks, to get that first batter on base as Jace Yearwood steps into the batter's box. It looks like it's going to be Jay Francis on deck. First pitch is high and outside. What was that last pitch? No. All right. So the count is 2-1 here on Jace. That one's high and inside. Jace backs up, and now he's ahead in the count, still 3-1. So high inside fastball almost nicks Jace. He's able to get out the way. We do have a man in scoring position with Jay Francis sitting on deck. As our parents continue to foul in, as our parents continue to flow in, we can get here in the second inning. It's okay. Hey, I got your check for you. Check's in the mail. I'll to work. Foul, so the count goes full here on Jace Yearwood, 3-2, bottom of the first. We do have a man in scoring position as J-Man sits on second. That one's high and a little bit way too high there for Jason. He'll walk on down. So our first two batters get on base. So it puts us in a good situation. We're down 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning, but we now have a man on first and second. So we have Jay Francis stepping into the batter's box with runners in scoring position on second and a man on first base. No outs here. Ooh, J-Man boogies down to third base, and Chase Yearwood boogies down to second. So we got a double steal going on right there, folks. So now we got two men in scoring position as that first pitch to Jay Francis was considered a strike. Steal bases. Next pitch to Jay Francis was fouled back over the backstop, and now he'll be behind the count 0-2. We do have runners in scoring position, so it puts us in a good position to try to get those runs back. We gave up 3 in the top of the first, and we're sitting in a good situation with no outs to get at least 2 of those runs back. Jay Francis steps back in the batter's box. Once again, he's behind in the count 0-2, but we don't have any outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Big, tall, rangy pitcher on the mound here, delivering the pitches for Walton Misfits. Swung on and, oh, my goodness, right down the middle. Not sure why Jay Francis watched that one go by. And now that's going to be our first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Huh? All right, so Cameron Scott steps in the batter's box. One out here in the bottom of the first. Runners in scoring position on second and third. Swung on and popped out to right field. It goes over the fence. So Cam is locked and loaded as he fouls the first pitch over the right first base line. Gabriel White sits on deck here, and he'll get an opportunity as there's only one out here in the bottom of the first. Score is 3-0. Walton trying to hold on to that lead that they took advantage of here in the first after all the walks we gave up. Pitcher doesn't like the ball that he just pitched. He throws that one to the sideline, tries to get another ball. Okay, so a little discrepancy out there with the right ball. It seemed like a ball got hit over to our fence. They threw a bad ball in, so they try to find another ball. Make sure that we are playing with the right ball. They get it all corrected, and we'll go back to play. All right, here, folks. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Scores 3-0. Walton Misfits lead our Covington Reds 16. Cam Scott sits here in the batter's box with Gabriel White sitting on deck. Pitcher takes 2 looks over at third base and delivers the pitch. Oh, that's inside. It misses on the corner, and gave us Cam will take the count to even at 1-1, with one out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Swung on and hit right there in the gap. Oh, right over the first baseman's head. Cameron, J-Man comes in. Look like Jason gonna come boogie around as Cameron Scott turns that single into a double, and we get 2 runs in, folks. Excellent base running and hitting there by Cameron Scott. All right. All right, so we start off. Gabe got one low inside, and he takes that and fouls that one off. And now he'll start off behind the count on 1. Good, Gabe, you got it. Cam with a nice piece of hitting and great base running by our base runners, as well as Cam as he turned the single into a double. Jay Shearwood as well as J-Man was able to come home. So we've shortened that lead up 3-2 here. Still one out here in the bottom of the first. Cam's on second. Gabe's in the batter box with 1 strike on him. Ball's low and inside. Gabe tried to call timeout, but it was a little bit too late. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. With one out here one out here in the bottom of the first. Pitcher was taking quite a bit of time trying to study Cam over there on second base. Decided to pitch. Gabe tried to call a timeout, but the umpire said no, and it went ball. That one's high and outside as well. So Gabe's ahead in count, 2-1. Scores 3-2 here. Our Covington Reds have taken 2 back off the scoreboard, so we only trail by 1 here in the bottom of the first. Count is 2-1 on Gabe. And the pitch. Oh, he almost wore that one. If not wore, the count goes to 3-1. It looks like it might have hit him. I don't know if he acted good enough on that one. A little bit inside is what his coach on third base is calling. That's Coach Lovelace down there. Count is 3-1. One out here in the bottom of the first. Scores 3-2. Swung on and fouled back to the backstop. And now the count is full here at 3-2. All right, so the count is full here on Gabe. One out here in the bottom of the first. This count is 3-2 here. Cam sitting on second. We trying to get him in to try to tie the score up as he boogies down the first. Swing and a miss. Ball was high and inside. Gabe swung and So Cam stole down to third base. Sage Lovelace steps into the batter's box. Gabe got jammed on the inside pitch. He swung and struck out. So now, ball bouncing not far enough. Cam thought about coming home, but decided better wise to go back. And now Sage will find himself ahead early in the count 1-0. So 2 outs trying to tie the game up as we got Cameron Scott sitting there on third base. Great opportunity for Sage to get a RBI here if he could just put it in play. And the pitch. Swung on a foul tip back to the backstop. And now to take the count even at 1-1. Pitcher goes back to work. Counts 1-1 in the pitch. Oh, oh my goodness, that was high. I don't know. Sage got kind of excited on that one. That was the inside pitch that was high. Definitely shouldn't have swung at that one. That one he should have swung. Ooh! And he almost takes out the other coaches. He does a great get out of the way type of move. And so Sage is battling his way in this account, but he's still behind in the count 1-2. 2 outs here, man, on third base. We're desperately trying to get that runner in off of third base. So all we need Sage to do is get us a little base hit, and we're definitely going to score Cameron Scott. And the pitch. Swung on and popped out to right field over the fence. So Osage is battling his way here into this at-bat. Count stays at 1-2. Scores 3-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Number 11, Jarrell Martin sits on deck, hoping he get opportunity. But first, Sage Lovelace is going to have to take care of business. And the pitch. Swung on and missed by Sage. And so they get out of the inning. We did get 2 runs back as we head to the top of the first inning. Your score, Walton Misfits 3. Your Covington Reds 16. U Squad 2. All right, as we make our way to the top of the second, our Covington Reds 16U find themselves down 3-2 here. Riley McCoy takes the mound once again. And the first pitch of the at-bat, low and outside. He'll start off behind the count 1-0. Riley goes back to work. He's prone to. That ball is foul out. That'll even up the count here at 1-1. Riley is definitely one of those pitchers that doesn't take a lot of time on the mound. You step in that box, he's about to bring the heat to you. So one thing he has going for him, Riley finds the strike zone, and he's pretty much going to stay right there the rest of the day. Oh, that was low and outside. He'll start off behind again, 2-1. First batter of the at-bat, our Covington Reds trail on the scoreboard 3-2 to the Walton Misfits. Hot, blistering hot day once again here in Winder. Nice pitch. Ball's popped back over the backstop onto the next field, and that'll even up the count here at 2-2. Once again, I want to thank all you wonderful folks for tuning into the live broadcast. Definitely tell some friends that the Covington Reds are broadcasting their live game, which this is the finals of the Titan tournaments. Nice pitch there by Titan, by Ryland, as the batter fought that one off, fouled it down the third base line, goes foul. And now to keep the count even here at 2-2. So Ryland is just the man. Oh! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice curveball by Ryan. He unfortunately didn't catch that outside corner. And now he'll go to count even. And the fourth pitch, a walk that first batter. So once again, we walked the first batter here of the inning. So the one man on here in the top of the second. And because they went through a slew of walks, looks like they've already made it right back to the top of the order. And the pitch. Nice pitch there by Ryland. Oh, pitcher calls that one low. The count starts off at 0-1. So he didn't get that pitch, and the count will go to 0-1. They do have a man on first base. No outs here in the top of the second inning. So Riley's going to have to locate where this umpire wants his balls because he's putting them in a pretty good place. Got to see if we're going to get some strikes called. That one's popped up in the air, goes straight up in the air. Jace is called off by Gabriel, which is a great job because Jace, like, he had a beat on it too. But of course, that center fielder always is the quarterback of that outfield. Does a great job of calling Jace out, and he makes the catch. And that'll be our first out here in the inning as we still trail on the scoreboard 3-2.